Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. I go by Luna Needs, and what I'm humbly creating for you is a by proxy energy work session. So, our theme for today, I want to just give a shout out to those of you in Patreon, and especially in this tier, but just in general, because this is something I was inspired to do, but also something that I'm taking from a project that we have going on in Patreon, sort of synergizing them together, go figure. So in my recent experiences, I have learned there's been a major lesson for me of shutting down this force of forcing things. And this is something you can kind of view through the past sessions that I've put out. Specifically, the one I'm thinking of is when nothing can be done. But I want to go a little further here in the development of the process there, because yes, there are times when nothing can be done. Let's just surrender and kind of like let things hit, dive under the wave, or just let it smack us in the face and deal with it. Go home and shower the sand out of your scalp and stuff, right? So in this phase, or in this kind of layering aspect of energy work or intention setting or just contemplation or personal development, I want to focus on the getting out of the way, the removing external influence in a dominating sense, the dominant external influences, and may I say also the honoring or validating the fact that you yourself will have contrasting opinions or thoughts. You can feel two ways about the same thing. You can see good and bad within the same thing. You can have options, right? Then what is the right option? What is the right thing to do? How will I know what's right for me? What does my soul want? What's best for me? What's best for them? What's best, that kind of, sorry, I didn't mean to overwhelm you there, but that kind of overwhelm is what I'm sort of speaking of, that space of let us in this session set that intention to work with your inner, going inward, your inner messages, your personal truth, and allow that to be your guidance here. And some of the ways you will know that as your personal truth is that it will feel good. It will feel better. And when you're in a situation, as I've been recently, where nothing feels good, there's still something that we can connect with as far as going within and connecting to another world, in a sense. Not the physical senses, not the evidence of reality, but a world that we're manifesting from, a world that we're retreating to empower ourselves, and also to create from, the imaginative space, the subliminal mind, if you will, or the subconscious / subliminal mind. I think of the subconscious as this thing that just is, and then I think of the subliminal mind as the space that we have access to manipulate or program or work with, and that in turn has the effect on the force of the subconscious mind, just to clarify my terminology here. And when I say conscious mind, I mean waking mind. Alright, so I hope that this theme resonates with you, and I hope that you enjoy. Just want to take a moment and thank our partner on this video, which is Scentbird. Scentbird. We love them. We love you, Scentbird. They are a fabulous, absolutely wonderful, super fun scent subscription service where you can get a new scent to try from over 600 designer brands. And that's not 600 scents, but over 600 brands. And most of the brands have more scents within their brands. From designers that like Gucci, Prada, etc. Then they have indie labels as well, like Heretic, Skylar. There's so many amazing scents to choose from. So if you feel overwhelmed, of course, you can head to the Scentbird website and take their quiz to get yourself started. As I said, it's a monthly subscription. It's only $17 a month, and you get a sample size, which is a 30-day supply, 8 times bigger than the typical perfume sample. In fact, I would call this more of a travel size than a sample, but that's just me. It's so fun to try out different scents, discover new favorites of yours, or just shake it up as the seasons change. You can of course upgrade to get 2 or 3 if you'd like per month, and skip without any penalties. This month I tried Scents of Wood, Plum, and Cognac, and this is definitely my favorite out of what I've received this month. There are notes of purple plum, rum absolute, cinnamon bark, vanilla extract, and citrus. I love the smell. It's so rich and super unique. The other that I chose, I cannot pronounce this. It's from Gutal. Nuit et Confidences. I'll just hold it up to the screen. Sorry for butchering that. This has Italian bergamot, black pepper, tonka bean, Madagascar vanilla, and musk. This smells so yummy. It smells like a really delicious, it's not like a cakey smell, but it smells like something you would find in a bakery, like something complex and sweet and maybe even slightly bitter. I don't know, it's really delicious smelling. I also received Skylar Urban Rose. I really do love this. I'm not a huge rose and floral in general person, but this one is definitely one I'm gonna wear a lot of. It has notes of pink pepper, lemon leaves, dewy violet, magnolia, and amber. And finally, the Ash by Ashley Benson, East 12th. This has notes of rose damask, black cedar, and zesty orange. This is a really interesting smell. To me, it smells like a body lotion. There's some floral, obviously, some citrus. It's got a smell I can't exactly place, but it's very familiar. I don't want to knock it. It smells really good, but it has a little bit more of like a teenager smell to me. I hope I'm not insulting, but it has like a youthful essence to it. I'll just put it that way. Scentbird, of course, has a generous offer for my viewers and subscribers. You can get 55% off your first scent, making that only $8 for your first fragrance. Use my code, I'll put it here on the screen for you, the Loon, to get that 55% off. And of course, Scentbird is now shipping to Canada. Thank you so very much to Scentbird for working with me. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much, viewers and subscribers. I truly couldn't do this without you. And now let's get into our session. Okay, so what I first want to work with in the theme as we're getting into this together is the theme of fire, sort of an intention to burn off, if you will, or transmute any imposing or manipulative forces around you that are casting a shadow, so to speak, or manipulating, of course, in any way your ability to follow your heart or know what's right for you. Sometimes what's right for us doesn't even make sense. It's more heart-based. It's not exactly logical, right? Like that can happen. So what I want to do, like I said, is first kind of focus around your aura, your outer field here, the field that is interacting, engaging with the world around you. And we're going to do a little clearing there. And I'm going to use a sound tool. This is the Fire Koshi bell. Koshi. Okay, so I'm going to start behind you actually. So just close your eyes, focus on your aura, sense your aura, feel, put out your senses, sense behind your back, and we're going to run this Koshi bell, this fire-themed Koshi bell all around your back to very gently burn off and release and transmute and clear any malicious, manipulative, harmful energy, casting, projection, any way it encroaches on your ability to perceive yourself, your truth, make your decisions, follow your path. All around your back. So gentle, so soft, but very powerful. We're going to focus in front of you. Same thing. Just sense and feel your aura. Just very lightly transmuting any malicious, harmful, imposing energies, opinions. We're going to go to your side, casting it off, clearing, completely purifying the auric layer, the outer auric layer. Other side. Focusing below your feet. And above your head. Okay. Alright. To temper the fire, to soothe, not that it would hurt, of course, but just metaphysically to complement the fire. We're going to use this cool down spray. Again, down your back. The front of you. Your side. Other side. Okay, below your feet. my hands. We're just gonna work through all around the aura. Again, we're just tempering here. We're just kind of honoring the elements, or the concept of clearing and then soothing. Okay. Alright, now that we've kind of clarified a bit and brought a equilibrium of sorts, we're going to set our intention from this point. Right, so on behalf of the highest and greatest good and perfect comfort, perfect alignment, our intention today is to support you connecting with your personal truth, of course, clearing, casting out, banishing, it is gone, any malicious, what's the word here, encroaching energies or opinions or information, false information is what I mean by that, or things that just aren't right for you, for your ultimate truth. Casting that out, as we have done already, but keeping it out. It's good to be open to new things and understanding all sorts of points of view and things like that, but it can also become overwhelming, and it can also, we take on a lot, especially those of you who resonate as empathic people, sensitive people. Alright? We also want to support you creating and connecting with, I'm calling from dynamic thought here, your perfect mental world. We are not denying that the physical issues, the physical circumstances, the reality of this world, personal and extended, doesn't exist. Of course it exists, and of course it needs love and care and tending to and action. But the correct and most effective, I shouldn't say correct, but the most effective action will come from the higher perspective, not the fear-based or manipulated perspective. It will come from a place of truth, So we really want to be able to support you in going inward to connect with, to create and connect with your perfect mental world, okay? If you already know, if you already have your intention, just have a look at this flame, this gateway, this portal, and send it in. Send in your will, direct your will, declare your participation. Okay? Thank you. I do apologize for the state of my nails. I'm giving them a break right now. Here I have one of my favorite minerals, which is kyanite, and this is a pale blue kyanite, almost silvery. It's stunning. This casts out, dispels, clears like a big fan coming in and like clearing all the dust. Like such a powerful stone. If I could recommend anything, I would recommend kyanite because it's so clearing and harmonizing and just really lovely. So I want to work in the conscious mind, the throat, the waking mind, the waking life, and the subliminal mind to clear the channels, the pathways, because it is the conscious mind that programs the subliminal mind to program and work with the subconscious mind of beyond. So I'm going to channel through using the correspondence of the stone and the themes. So stunning. And move through. So focusing into your throat first, channeling through, clearing, moving, bringing flow to this chakra, to this energy point, pulling and clearing any, again, malicious energies here, any untruths, any fear, any insecurity, any loop, like stuck loop, clearing, clearing, clearing here. And then again, channeling through, sending in a freshness and empowered energy, not of me, but of your ultimate truth. And then we're going to bridge up to the third eye area, the imaginative space, and again, pulling, clearing anything from the subliminal mind that is imprinted, that is negative, that is harmful, that is manipulative. Pardon me, I'm so sorry. That keeps you locked in and again looped. Okay, and then channeling through again to the subconscious, subliminal space, connecting with that limitlessness of the space, and bridging the subconscious mind to the subliminal, to the conscious, to the conscious, to the subliminal, to the subconscious. It goes both ways. No current is only one way unless declared that way, but these currents are too big, too powerful. Harmonizing, clearing, and making sure that all of those pathways in these minds of you to mind of all are clear, empowered, charged, limitless, and attuned with, may I say, an optimism, a belief, a faith, and expanding your vision, expanding how, let's say, successful you think you can be, how influential, and I mean that in the most supportive way, like being of a positive influence in someone's life, you know? Not in a dominating way. Expanding what you think you're capable, what you think you're creating. Reaching out. Allowing that expanded subconscious to come through the subliminal into your conscious mind to awaken you to know how big your vision can be. Or how appropriate, you know, it doesn't have to be so big for everyone. Just channeling through to all of these. Alright, and in that, we're going to use this amazing Douglas fir to attune through those minds. I'd love for you, if you're open to it, to see yourself cast in a white light. And let me open the terminology here. If you find yourself drawn to calling in, let's say, the name of God or the name of Christ to surround you in a beautiful energy of just perfection and truth and protection, a way to honor the space that you're in, honor the field of your auric and etheric bodies. You can simply call in white light. You could call in your ancestors. You could call in the power of your will and, have it be a more like self-activated kind of thing, I guess you could say. But whatever way you like to, we want to see yourself cast in a beautiful, shimmering light here. Okay? And I'm going to spray all around you this sacred frankincense to fill the home of your body and etheric bodies with this. Can we call it like holy essence of sacred resins? Going to use a dream balm. It's on there tight. I'm so strong. Okay, so I'm going to put this on your eyelids to help you soothe into a dreamy, creative space. A trance of sorts, not in you can't get out of it way, but a helpful state, a theta state we'll call it. A little dreamy, a little between worlds. That's precisely where we want to be. Okay, that dreamy space. Is a silver banded jasper. Doesn't it look like stairs illuminating? So I wanted you to see yourself standing at a doorway. You create the door, whatever it looks like. And you open the door and see some steps. Some glowing blue illuminated steps. And you take your steps down one by one, going deeper and deeper into yourself, into your heart, into your super consciousness, into your soul's connection. And in this state, we're going to connect with not only the messages of your soul and your ultimate truth, but also we're going to connect with creating your perfect mental world. Visualize or sense in your subtle senses how beneath your feet each step feels cool and welcoming. Perhaps you can smell a fragrance at the bottom of the stairs. But we're going to count down, going down these steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the middle, pausing, taking a breath, noticing how light you feel, noticing how energized, how powerful. 6, 7, 8. Approaching the bottom now, knowing and sensing that as you reach the bottom step, you will be in a different state, a creative state. 9, 10, and you're there in this beautiful world of your own. And perhaps right now you can't quite make it out. You can't quite see anything. We want to call upon your inner light, this creative mind that you have. Connect with your soul and don't seek an answer, but declare, is there something you're looking for? Is there a problem you have you want to solve? You want to deliver it here in this space to your higher self, your higher mind, your super consciousness. Give it all your problems and watch as they become answered for you in your waking life. You don't have to think about them anymore right now. Assign this task, this decision, whatever it might be, assign it to your higher self, your higher mind. We're going to take this little apophyllite and place it on your third eye area. Know that you have this rapport and you can assign all questions, all discernments to your super consciousness, should you choose. And then stop thinking about it. Take a walk. Shift your mind away from the problem and find resolution through your higher self. Alright, I'm going to bring the light up a little bit, but we're still in this space, this comfy, sweet space. Okay? Now still in this point of connection to your higher mind, your higher consciousness, I serve channeling through, supporting you energetically with my intentions on your highest behalf. I'd love for you to understand or contemplate or just chew on a little that there are multiple realities. Even simply considering the reality that we know as reality and the reality within your imagination, within your mind, your creative reality. And everything in the physical reality is first created by the subtle reality, the subconscious mind, the imagination. There's not a thing that we utilize in our day that did not first come from a thought or from an imaginative space. Remember that your subconscious mind has these qualities of creativity, intuition, and inspiration. Okay, so I invite you to do your best and feed this, care for it every day. Your imaginative, perfect world, your perfect mental world. First, envision your perfect body. How healthy, how strong, how vital it is. How capable. Vision the qualities of your perfect mind. What qualities do they hold? What facets? Picture your perfect behavior. How do you carry yourself? How do you respond? What are your habits? Picture your perfect finances, your perfect home and car. Picture your perfect relationships. Or maybe there is no car and it's all public transport, but you know what I'm trying to say. Picture your family. A perfect family. Picture the love, what perfect love is in your perfect relationships. Picture perfect work, fulfilling work, meaningful work, maybe helpful work, flexible work. and on and on and on and on. Picture and create your perfect mental world. And the more you visit this space, the more powerful it will become, the more you will build on top of it. So visit it every day. Notice what details become more almost tangible in your perfect mental world. And anytime you want to create or manifest or make a decision or have an experience, like a healing, meditative kind of experience, make sure you're doing it here, from this space, and not from the reality of push and pull and fight and injustice and imbalance. Create it first in an, I don't want to say echo chamber, a space, environment that is more beneficial for it, is more supportive of that growth, of what you want to create. Okay. So we're going to focus back on that doorway, back on those stairs, those illuminated blue steps of cool stone beneath your feet. And we're going to bring you back, taking 1, 2, 3 steps upward. You start to feel a little energized. 4, 5, 6 upward. You can wiggle your feet, wiggle your fingers. 8, 9, 10, and you're back. I'm going to use just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need one more. There we go. 7, 8. 2 more. Perfect. I was working with an 8 theme of this dreamy mugwort. So that if you want to keep sleeping and resting, you can. If you want to stay in this dreamy space, your perfect mental world, you can. But you can also cross back into the super conscious mind if you prefer. Whatever you need to do today. It's up to you, of course. These beautiful peacock pheasant. We just want to fan it. It just feels so nice. And allow that flow to move through you, to move through your cells, to move through your etheric bodies, to move through your emotions, to move through your reality, to focus, to allow, to receive. Perhaps those answers you were seeking, or any support, anything at all. Remember, when you get the message, when you feel the impulse, when it becomes so clear, or you get the idea, remember to thank your super consciousness, your higher self, your soul, however you like to call it. And continue to build that rapport, that communication. Okay. I'm going to just gently fluff up the aura. I can't do too much aura fluffing. Forgive me. I have to kind of be gentle with my arms, but a little bit is essential sometimes. Just gonna focus behind you. Making it thick and fluffy. thank you so very much for allowing me to share a little piece of your path tonight. And thank you so much for being such an important piece of my path. I can't tell you how much it means to me. From the very bottom of my heart, I bow to the divine in you, and into this otherworldly connection that we share. So very much love to you.